let's go on. Okay, so Lemur fan 123 also said, I have only taken one of my cockatiels out of the cage once for about 10 seconds literally and then put her back. Their wings aren't clipped and I'm a bit worried if they'll keep flying around and I won't be able to get them back into the cage or even standing still. What you have to do in this case is target train. My final answer was don't clip their wings even if they fly away. Sometimes there's a certain part of trust between you and your parrot, and therefore just target train it and it will lead them to where you want it to go. But they have to be hungry. Also, for training sessions, take their food away for a couple of hours so that they're willing to do anything for food. And I'm not saying take their food away, don't give them breakfast, don't give them lunch, and give them dinner at 12 o'clock at night. I'm not saying that. I'm saying give them breakfast, give them a bit of lunch, take the food away for like maximum 3 hours. I don't really do more than 3 hours. Yeah, because that's the time frame where I'm home and doing things, and so yeah, it's not really that long that I can take away their food. So whatever I can get done, that's what I can get done. Rowan, shh, shh. Please be quiet. I'm making a video. Yeah, I'm making a video. That means you need to be shh. You gotta be quiet. So, your bird has to be hungry and your bird has to be willing to do it. And the only reason they're going to be willing to do it is if they're hungry. So again, I advise that the bird is hungry, willing to, and that makes them willing to do anything for food. So again, target train inside the cage, then bring target training outside the cage. Let your birds outside the cage every day, and if you have to wear gloves in the beginning stages, that might be what you have to do. But make sure that you are trying every day. Don't let them get away. And once your bird learns to step up, make it so that the only way they get out that cage is by stepping up. And that has helped Rowan step up so much. I mean, he steps up now inside his cage, and he does so well to step up because the only way he gets out of his cage anytime is if he steps up. And I've made that the only way he can get out is if he steps up onto my hands. So that might be a way you can do it. KARRITPWN said, I don't think it's wise to have fully flighted birds. It might work for you, but I don't suggest that everyone does it because it says, I let my canoe's wings grow out fully. In a freak situation, she flew out the front door to get to me and got confused and went up and landed 60+ feet up in a tree. Long story short, she was missing for 16 hours, but because of my bond I had with her, bonded even with clipped wings and trusting, I was able to find her and get her down in less than 3 hours. So, basically, what I have to say is that I'm so glad you were able to get him back. Because it is a scary situation when birds get out or anything happens to a bird when they're not inside and confined in the home. So, what you need to do is my response is, well, I'm very happy you were able to get him back in the cage, but I don't plan to take my birds outside until I have a harness, and I take a lot of precautionary measures. Bird-proof your birds home before you let them out. Really, bird-proof your birds home. I mean your house, because if you have the windows open and the glass is right there, you don't put the blinds down and you don't turn the lights off, and you have a 120-watt photography bulb and you leave it on. I mean, it's some things you really have to be careful for, and I don't plan to take my birds outside until I have a harness. I just don't believe that birds should have their wings clipped. It's just my opinion. I mean, that's what you can believe what you want to believe, but I just believe that it's their right in nature to fly. But I really do thank you for sharing that, because it is a point. I mean, it is something that people need to look at and need to know that there are freak situations that can happen with birds. So you really need to take it into consideration. Keely Parrot said, The Wizard's Apprentice, very good. Now I can't wait to see Recalls to the Hand. And those will be coming up, Keely Parrot. And because Keely Parrot's so famous in the bird section of YouTube, I have to say thanks so much. It means a lot coming from you. And now that I've been teaching the wave, I see that she's been really eager to fly to my hand. So when I do recoil, it should be a breeze. Okay, what I mean by that, guys, is that when I was doing the wave trick, if you saw in my video, what I was saying was that I was going to put my hand here and show the bird my hand. And then after that, that's when I wasn't going to receive the hand, the finger cue like this. I was going to receive the finger cue like this. And that was because I just could not do it like this, because Rowan just has a fetish for biting like that. I don't know why. And I want to thank Keely Parrot for putting my video on the Keely Parrot Facebook page. So thank you so much. It means a lot. This video may take longer to come up. Oh gosh, because I don't know how long this is going to be. And I'm going to have to shorten it or make a part 2. Yep, I'll probably have to make a part 2, guys. So if I do, I apologize for that. But it's a lot of things, and I try to answer everyone's question. I'm not going to cancel anyone out. If I don't answer your question and you left a comment, please let me know, because it just lets me know how to improve my way of doing this. And if you have any ideas of how I can improve my way of Q&A day, please let me know. I mean, it would be great. Steve Church 2222 has made lots of comments on my video. I just want to give a shout out to him, because it's just awesome how we can just discuss about birds. And I don't mind if you comment on my videos. I really love it, actually. I love to see comments on my videos that are discussing the birds, or discussing the gecko, or discussing anything in general that you have any questions. I mean, I love answering questions. It's awesome. Seems we're having a little computer. YouTube.com is not responding. How great is that? I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, so YouTube's responding again, and what I wanted to say was, Rowan, please. I don't think anyone wants to hear their bird screaming while I'm doing Q&A day. So, yeah. So Keely Parrot made a comment on my video saying, just wanted to point out that it has nothing to do with what handed you are, but what footage your parrot is. Since most parrots, bigger than cockatiels, will eat/play with one foot, it's best to teach them to wave with the other foot. It doesn't look as nice when a parrot waves with his right foot and then eats with its right foot, and poor exercise as well, which it is. So watch to find out which is your parrot's dominant foot, and then use that hand closer to it when facing the bird to make it step up. And I do understand this, and my comment was back to him that LOL, because it is funny. It is poor exercise when parrots would do that, but that is a really good point, because sadly cockatiels don't eat with their feet. But for other parrots, what you're saying definitely applies. I was informed a bit about this, but not enough to state it in the video. And I was informed about this, but not enough again to state it in the video. So basically what I'm saying is that whatever your foot your parrot steps up on, what Keely Parrot's saying is, I think that whatever foot your parrot steps up with, that's its dominant foot, and that's that's the foot you do want to wave with. So yeah, I want to thank you again for posting, all of you. Thank you so much for those comments. Lemur fan 123 said, I want to do this with her birds, of course. And my comment was, yeah, it's going to be Rowan's first real trick. And guys, he actually learned the wave trick now. So that was like a week, 2 weeks ago since I made that video. So yeah, he did learn the trick. So yeah, it's going to be Rowan's first real trick. He's still learning though, and now he is finished. And you can start when the step up is perfected. So again, the bird's not going to be understanding how to wave if the step up's not perfected. When I tried to teach Rowan to wave and the step up wasn't that good, he didn't understand what I was saying. He wouldn't lift up his foot, so I wasn't even getting to the first cue, and he wouldn't do anything. So you really have to make sure the step up is perfected. Lemurfan123 said, yeah, my birds are tame enough to fly to my hand, but weirdly sometimes nip my finger aggressively when I try to pick them up. And I reply, sometimes he does the same thing your birds do, but now that's really stopped. He has really stopped, and he's more interested in my hand and more interested in everything. He's a little bit more calm, and I like that in a bird. And he's even starting to let me touch his head and just enjoy him as a bird, as a pet. So that's all the comments, guys. That's really all the comments, guys, and all the questions comments. So I just want to thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone. I hope I gave everyone a shout out that did. Again, if I did not name you when you did make a comment, please tell me in the comment section below. Tell me also how I can make this video better, because we will be having Q&A days very often. And please tell me also, do your birds scream, and what goes on with them when they scream, when they hear other birds on YouTube scream, if you watch bird videos on YouTube. And I just want to thank you for watching this. This is just awesome, guys. Yeah, I'm really excited that this is the first Q&A day, and just thank you so much. Sorry it took so long for those of you who waited, and